If you like me to do prediction field, let me know in the comments below today. We're going to be going through many things today. This is the first Thursday live stream, so it's going to be done on Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So keep your eyes peeled for them. Okay, let's get to the first one, and the first one is Kishu Inu. Let's get the cards warmed up here. Domino is just loving it in the background here, if you can hear him. And there he is. Hello. So, Kishu Inu. Got the cards going here. So, first thing, hello, digibyte. Hello. We're going through Kishu Inu right now. So the health of it seems they got over a lot of things just recently as an organization and the platform itself. It seems that they got over some big heartaches that were going on within the team. It seems they're on the mend, but it's going to take quite a bit of, well, I shouldn't say quite a bit of time, a little bit of time for them to get their footing back. Whatever did happen kind of took the wind out of their sails for the last little while. So it's going to be them trying to get back in shape to go forward. We also have the health of the financial part. Of course, everything that was happening in the health of the project is affecting the financial part. And we're seeing a lot of the price things pretty stable for the next little while as they right size themselves, as everything else around the world is doing the same thing. And we're going to see some new people coming into the platform, and somebody who's really strict on work, a really big work ethic coming into the team, getting everything back on track. Okay, so that was Kishu Inu. And hello, Patty, with her smiley face. So Digibyte was asking Cycoin Digibyte or EXP Electra Protocol if you have time. That's a good possibility. I'm going to run through a lot of the coins that I have listed in the title, and then we'll get into those extra ones. I usually have some time before the wife says it's supper time. So we'll have some time for some extra readings on the side here. So the next one is Safe BTC. It's one that I wasn't too aware of. So let's do a reading for it. Has Domino right here sleeping on my lap. He's getting all cozy. Ooh. It's not looking too good for Safe BTC. It looks like BTC isn't that well. Safe BTC is not safe. So, according to the cards, because they got the first card that came up with their health was the death card. Okay, I'll just show it to you. So that's the death card. Doesn't mean it's the end of the project, but it means huge changes coming to the platform itself. Okay, and many of the cards that are around it are also talking about that instance of everything abruptly changing for them. Okay, with their financial part of line of cards. There's a lot of heartache going to be happening, and a lot of upside down, and a lot of things that are not going well for them. So this may be one that you may want to stay clear of, because the cards are eh, probably one to stay away from. Okay, so I hadn't seen that many nasty cards for reading for quite some time. Hi. Oh, somebody's asking, "Hi, Andre. Hope things are doing okay." Yes, they're doing. It's a little cold here in Winnipeg. Lots and lots of snow. Uh, we've been digging ourselves out of the snow banks for the last week or so. So it was what, -26 today. So it's a little frosty going to work. My it's getting cold when your eyebrows are starting to stick together. So that's how cold it was today here in Winnipeg. So the next one is metahash. So let's do the cards for that one. Okay. So the health of, what was it called? Metahash. Um, the health of it. There was a lot of confusion going on within the platform itself for whatever reason. I think there was a lot of hiccups in the programming things like that, which was causing everything to go lopsided for the last little while. That's going to be rectified very soon. Um, but they're not going to be getting the things that they were hoping for, because of delays. The money part of the line is, there's going to be some sunny days for this one, but there's going to be some oversight from other organizations outside of the cryptocurrency world, and gaining financial anything from this one is going to be a long period of time. Um, it's also coming up in the friends and family and the coworkers and all that are part of the project. There seems to be a lot of standstill as they fix their problems before going forward. Maybe get a little, not financial advice, of course, but maybe get a little bit. But I'd mainly stick with the Bitcoin and all that for the time being. And somebody was asking, are we going to have a huge drop in Bitcoin soon? It's going to be a very short one, and it's going to be very abrupt. Uh, I know a lot of people don't watch what's actually happening in the traditional financial system, and it's not looking good. This is going to be the time when people start to figure out to safeguard their money into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, especially the legacy coins right now. Um, just be aware of that. Uh, Bitcoin coming down would be perfect. We could buy some more at a cheap price. So always buy low, sell high, as they always say. Looks like Bitcoin's crashing now. Any thoughts? Just what I had said. It's a great time to buy. I wouldn't be scared of it falling off the face of the planet. It'll never do that. It is the financial future of everything. So uh, take advantage of it crashing, and getting those coins at a nice cheap price. Okay. Um, so far, we're up to date on our comments, right, Domino? um, what was our next one? That was metahash bitshiba coin. Okay, a lot of people are asking about coins I never heard of, and there's going to be a lot of these copy coins of Shiba Inu and all that, just to uh, cash in on that craze right now. And a lot of these coins aren't really that great. Probably some of them are scams. So got to be very careful. Even if it has the Shiba Inu something part of the name, doesn't mean that it's any good. So let's have a look at bitshiba coin. Okay. And the first card that comes up is the Tower. Tower, if you know anything about cryptocurrency or tarot cards, that's everything falling down on its face, everything crumbling into nothingness. Let's try to finish up the cards here. A lot of it's crumbling. A lot of the hopes and it wasn't something that they were planning on doing. It's just something that happened to them. I think the project itself was just the people were fine. It's just circumstances happen with this one, and a lot of things fell apart on them. Um, and this is true with the financial part of that project. Um, yeah, this is probably another one of those that I would probably stay away from for the next little while or indefinitely. So let's do the people that are into that, and a lot of same cards of everything pretty much falling apart for them. It wasn't planned on their side. It was just something that happened. Okay. Somebody's asking, "Hi, Andre. When do you see the Great Reset happening?" Well, it's happening now. You got to keep up with these things, especially here in Canada. Are you Canadian? Yeah, we're well within the Great Reset. Okay, especially here in Canada. Not so much in the States. Okay, it's not going to happen in the States or Europe, but it will happen here in Canada. Okay, for our short time. Somebody's asking, "Hello, Andre. How do you see Ethereum doing by the middle of the year? June, July, at the end of the year, say November, December?" Hmm. Uh, Ethereum's going to just do fine. Of course, that June, July that you were talking about is the promised Ethereum 2.0. It's going to be beyond that. They're not going to hit their target exactly for Ethereum 2.0. It's going to take a little longer. It's going to spook a lot of people, new people, I should specify. It's going to spook a lot of newer people out of the Ethereum blockchain because they don't think it's going to happen, but it will happen. Um, it's just going to take a little longer than they had anticipated. Will it follow through with the Great Reset or will it fail? In Canada, we're full steam ahead for that. It will fail potentially, but for the next year or so, okay, until things change here in Canada. That's a good question. Something I was thinking about. If you've been following, have you guys been following Canadian news at all? Okay. Everybody know about the Canadian truckers, American truckers, doing their protest. Have a sip of coffee if anyone's heard of this. Because this trucker strike going on is a huge thing. That's probably our last attempt at getting rid of the Great Reset. Okay. So the question would be, will this trucker strike work? Right? So shuffle the cards. Okay. I know it's not on a lot of news out there. You have to really dig a little bit for that news. But what's happening is they're not bringing goods over from the United States or from United States to Canada or Canada to the United States. Oh, somebody has been following this trucker strike. Thank you. Are you an American? Of course, it's going to affect Americans as well because we ship things to the States as well. So what I'm getting with the card, it's going to be a long, hard road. I think it's going to be at least 2-3 months. I think so.
What?
You're an American? Okay. It's going to change the attitudes of especially Americans because business, right? And we're going to have a lot of the American businesses and Canadian businesses that ship out to the United States. It's going to be the companies that are going to start, the bigger companies like Walmart, Amazon, that sort of thing, that are going to be streaming bloody hell about what Trudeau is doing with the truckers. So this is part of what's going to be changing the attitudes of Canadians and the government here in Canada. Financially, it's going to ruin a lot of companies for the foreseeable future, what they're doing. But from that, I think we're going to have a lot more people wake up here in Canada of what's going on. And when the Americans start screaming, the companies, that is, then I think that will start to change the Canadian government more for the better, hopefully. Somebody is saying, yes, I heard of the trucker lockdown from Toronto. I am from Toronto. We are 50% lockdown for like 2 years. When do you think the lockdowns end? It's going to be about another year or so. Okay. Being in Winnipeg, I think we're the more stricter of the bunch, our politicians here. Toronto is loosening things because there's an election coming up for Toronto. So the thing is, for the American people, the main leader there is a guy named Doug Ford. And he's been saying that he's going to be loosening up everything for a while because of it's a political thing. It's nothing to do with health. As soon as he gets back in, it's back to the same old, same old. Okay. That's a good question. Will he get in again? I think he will. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. So, on that note, let's have a look at kin coin. So, going back to the truck, they will succeed, but it's going to take a long time for them to get everything that they want. I think they're going to have a compromise where the truckers can do the test thing to go across, and that may be the way it is for the next little while. So goods can go across. Even though it's not the best solution, I think it's going to be the solution that's going to be presented to the truckers. Okay. Um, we're going through Kincoin. So it seems Kincoin is, of course, it hasn't been in the spotlight for quite some time. Um, and it's having a tough time gaining some steam because of that. Everybody's more focused on all the other cryptocurrencies. Kin coin does have its place. It's not mined like other coins. I do think it's going to diminish over time. Um, it that is coming up in the financial part of it, where it's going to be kind of straight for the next little while, price wise. For the people working on it, it's kind of been put on the back burner for the next little while. So maybe get a little bit, but I wouldn't. I would more focused on the more legacy coins that you can for the next little while. Okay, something that you can actually trade in. Most people have no clue what a kin coin is, but they do know what a Bitcoin or a Litecoin or Ethereum is. Okay, and the last one from my people out there that were asking is a little reading on Jason Momoa. I think that's his name. Mr. Aquaman. Ooh. So it seems his health is just fine. He's just getting over some type of um, emotional trauma. Think I heard rumor that him and his wife or significant other were having problems. Whatever happened there, I think that has ended. And of course, it has a legal card next to it. So whatever that means. hmm hmm Um, of course, his health is fine. He's going to be out of sorts for the next little while because of this relationship not going the way that he wanted. And I think it was to do with some other person in the picture, according to the reading. I don't follow these people outside of their TV or movies, so um, financially he's going to be just fine. Uh, there's going to be a bit of drain on his finances because of the person that he was with, um, wanting money for whatever reason. Okay. And a lot of people are going to be um, separating themselves from him because of this whole scenario. So that's going to be Jason Momoa for the next little while. We may not see him in any entertainment for the next year or so because he's going through things. Overall, he'll be fine. He's just a little rough patch for himself. Okay. Jan B was asking PYR Vulcan Forge and IMX is Mutable X. They're gaming cryptos. Will they survive? Please. I think I did a reading on these particular coins a couple days ago. And I think they were okay, but I don't think they had a huge having money come back to us from, because I think somebody was asked, it's either a personal reading I did or something I did on YouTube here. I was picking up that the cryptos from that probably will not really come back to you in any great way. There's going to be a lot of games that are coming out that don't succeed as much as people think they would. Okay? There's a lot of games out there that are really good. It's just not all of them are created equal. Hello from Australia. Open DAO ticker SOS, please. Sure. Then we got a whole bunch somebody asked previously. And we'll get to those. Not bad cards. Get a little sip of coffee. We're still warming up from outside where it's just 27 today below. So we're talking about Open DAO SOS for the ticker. Health wise, I think they're just fine. They've gotten over some legal issues not that long ago, so it can open up things and make people excited about the project going forward without all these people overlooking everything. We also have the financial part. There's the long journey for it to gain traction, and I think that's going to take some time for it to really pick up steam. So maybe when it's low, you know what they say. But there's going to be some turmoil within the team itself for the next little while. Even some heartache. This is if you know anything about tarot, this is not a great card to get anywhere in your reading. Usually means backstabbing or betrayal or anything along those lines. So it's part of the line of cards I do for the people that are involved with the project. Plus we got the Tempest, but it's upside down. Usually it's the right balance of things being mixed together, but it's upside down, which goes along with this card. Okay? So whatever combination of people that they have working on the project is not a good mix. It always comes down to the people. It always comes down to politics, right? So that was Open DAO. Hello from UK. opinion on Zilliqa? Is that one coin? Zilliqa Metropolis? Oh, Brad Hall. Okay. BTC got smacked again after a small rally. More FUD from the hearings today, bashing proof of work. Yes, I heard about that. I usually watch The Modern Investor. Look him up on YouTube. He's really good. This whole thing with the FUD will pass when the need for preserving your capital outweighs the baloney that Brad is talking about from all of the FUD going on in the hearings. It will go up again. Okay. Oh, Metropolis is Zilliqa blockchain's metaverse. Interesting. Okay, we'll do a quick one on that. Then I have a whole bunch from. Hey, Dominic was getting a little rambunctious here. Yes. So there's a lot of companies going into the metaverse. If you've been watching the news, not all of them are going to succeed. Most will, but not all. Zilliqa in the metaverse looks like it's a go, according to the reading here. There's everybody on the team thought it was just going to be easy, but it's not, and they're going to need help from some other entity coming in so they can get everything fixed in a row. I know the people who work on Zilliqa are very, very smart, but I think this one is gonna get out of hand for them. So they're gonna need some help coming in to help them put everything together. But overall, I think it's gonna work out for them. It may take a little longer than they thought to work out properly, just because I think they bit off a little bit more than they knew that they could chew. So overall, it's going to be okay for them. It's just going to take some time for them to get the right people together and the right team together to get that working. There are rumors they're working with Meta. That's probably the other team that I saw. Okay. Somebody's asking, can you do a personal reading? Not here, but you can email me. All my information is in the description box. You can email me so we can have a personal reading together over Skype. Okay, my readings, hour-long reading is $60 Canadian, and we'll set up a time from there. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Jane Motion says hello. Hello. But we got to go right to the beginning when somebody was asking me a whole lot of questions. Okay, here it is. Psycoin. Okay, we'll do a couple of them because we're getting close to supper. Okay, so we'll do the Psycoin. A lot of people ask about that one. Psycoin has just gotten out of some pickle that they put themselves into. Uh, health, the health of the project itself, um, and they're just overcoming a whole bunch of things that they got themselves into. Okay, so this is going to reflect in the the amount of money that's created within their platform. A lot of that going on, isn't there? People coming in, they're going to be taming that, and they're going to have pretty good team working on this on the situation, and they're going to come up pretty good. Um, let's do digibyte because everybody loves digibyte. New York City coin. Is this a government coin, I wonder? If it's government coin, I wouldn't get into anything like that. If it's an actual crypto, sure. But right now, I'd still focus more on the Bitcoin and all that. Even with all the FUD going on. So we're looking at digibyte right now. There's going to be a lot of monies coming in to digibyte itself, making the health a lot better. They're kind of in the background for the last little while. It's one of my favorite coins. It's one of those we yell at the meetings. Digibyte. No. Overall, it's going to be just fine. Everything is going to be in a lull right now for the next little bit as we go through this baloney that people are talking about. And it will pass like everything else. It's just the great powers trying to fearmonger everybody out of the system. So anything in that top 100 coins, okay, and digibyte is in that top 100 coins, is going to be just fine. Okay. Everything else, right? I people that I know that are really big into crypto and have made a lot of money in cryptos. They're like millionaires and stuff. They say just if you're in that top 100 coins, you're going to be just fine. Anything else, you're grasping at straws. Okay. Um, especially these up and coming coins. Some are good, most aren't. Okay. Digibyte is going to be one of those coins that's going to survive because it has a huge community behind it and a lot of use case for that. So it's not one that I would worry about uh, for the next millennia or so. Um, so we got New York coin. Is it an actual crypto? Does anyone know? Hi. XLM, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. What are the better coins for most profits gains? Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. There you go. Unless you just want one out of all those. XLM, which is wrapping your XRP, I think. XRP will be okay. I don't like XRP all that much, but they'll be fine. So we're looking at the New York coin. Hello, Lauren. Lauren Green. Hey, wonder, are you Canadian? A Canadian actor? Yeah, I do see a lot of New York coin being fairly successful, actually. The health of it seems very good. There's a ace on it, which means help from spirit, basically. There's a lot of money to be made with this one, not financial advice, of course. And we got the Seven of Swords, meaning they're kind of bypass many of the restrictions that have been going on around cryptocurrencies and sneak around. Okay. Oh, let's try that. Hello, everybody. Hey, we're back. Good. I froze and had to turn my camera off and on again, and it just worked perfectly. Okay, Halo, HOLO, and then we'll call it there after HOLO. It's supper time. Hello from Australia, and good morning. So HOLO coin. The reading showing that it's not doing as good as it could. Okay. In fact, it's really struggling to keep its head above water. And this is coming up into the financial part of that cryptocurrency. Yeah, I think it'd be one maybe just to stay away from for the next little while, because the cards aren't that great. And we're gonna do one more bone token from our friend from Australia. Ooh, is this a brand new coin? My friend from Australia. The first, it's that tower card again, meaning everything is falling apart on them. And this part of Shiba, is it fairly new? Okay. For some reason, everything going to be just falling apart on that aspect of the Shiba. Um, is it part of the burying the bones and all that sort of thing? So that is part of the health for the next little while. Everything that they were developing, I think I talked about this here previously. Everything that they're trying to build on that part is kind of collapsing. It's not going as well as they thought it would. Okay. The financial part of that is also talking about that. Um, so it's going to take quite a bit of work to rebuild that part um, of the platform. For some reason, there's some type of bug in there that's really bug up their butt, basically, which is making everything more and more difficult. Um, they're going to come up with some new solution that will work just as well and probably better. I think they were trying to put too many things onto the platform that don't quite work together. That's pretty much what I'm picking up in the cards. Uh, I froze again. The That part of the platform will have to be revamped. Okay, so might want, if it's coins you have to pull out of there, I probably would want to do that as soon as possible. Okay. Always grateful for the people that are donating down below. Check me out on all my other social media and all that other stuff in the description. If you want to book a reading, the information's there as well. Um, Always grateful for everything, especially this journey doing live. It's awesome having all the people come and talk. The next one is going to be on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central. Okay, so I'll see you then. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future.